Welcome. Thank you for stopping by and choosing to listen to this message for today. My name is Kimberly, and this is from Loved Ones Tarot. I want you to go ahead and look at these two cards before you. You have the Justice and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Now, these two cards represent the energy that may exist within your heart, mind, body, and spirit for the month of January 2025. And when I look at these two cards for your energy, and this is for all my Capricorns, when I look at your energy heading into the new year, I see that you are, if you have not already made the decision publicly, there is a decision that you have made within you. And this decision comes with a certain finality. This decision is very heavy for you. It comes with a lot of pain for some of you. And not only does it come with a lot of pain, there is some lack of mental clarity. So there's confusion surrounding this decision. There's confusion surrounding this. Perhaps some of you have found out the truth of a situation, the truth of a person, and it's a little bit confusing for you. Maybe you don't know what is the truth. Maybe you don't know what is reality. Maybe you've been told too many lies, or you've been told one thing by one person and then another thing by a different person. And then there's your reality, your experience of a situation, of a relationship. So you put all those pieces together and you don't quite have a full puzzle yet. You don't have the big picture yet. So for this new year, the energy is just of emotional instability. There's some fear, hesitancy if you haven't already made a decision. And if you already have, and if you've made whether you've made it publicly or just internally, privately, there still is some doubt that you've made the right choice just because of that emotional instability and lack of mental clarity. And there may be even some doubt within you if you even made the right choice, or if you should even follow through with this decision that you have made. Perhaps you have judged someone or a situation too harshly, or you've let your emotions get the best of you. So now you're questioning if you can even see things clearly the way that you have been lately. So yeah, just that's what I'm getting for the month of January 2025. If you could relate to this energy, then more than likely this reading is for you. If you are a little confused about the energy, please keep watching so I can clear things up for you. Taking a look at within your emotional state for January, you have the Nine of Swords, the Justice, and the Empress in reverse. So notice that you have the Justice in your energy, and that's also within your heart. There is some, again, anxiety, fear showing up in your heart, whether you made the right choice. Just because for some of you, you have gotten used to, or there's this habit of giving up your voice, giving up your power to other people to make decisions for you. And now you don't know how to raise your voice, how to make those decisions, those hard decisions that you have to. Okay, I see not only a loss of power, but a loss of passion. There's a lowered energy within your heart. There's a loss of creativity. There's a loss of your purpose, your self-identity. Nothing is full of life within your heart for the month of January. For some of y'all, I don't see you very loud with your emotions. I think for some of y'all, this is an internal struggle. You're struggling with this quietly because the cards themselves, the Nine of Swords, Justice, the Empress, they're not loud cards usually or typically. So I don't think y'all are very expressive of these negative emotions or this turmoil that you're going through. If we take a look at your mental state for January, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Strength card. Now this correlates with your underlying energy. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So yes, there is some lack of mental clarity as in regards to you not knowing how to communicate. And it seems as if you don't know how to communicate with yourself, and you don't know how to communicate with others on how to process your grief, your pain, your trauma. You don't know how to communicate what you want and what you need as far as how to heal and how to move forward in a positive direction. And I see a need for a want from you to have your power, to have that strength, to have your voice. So there's a lot of imagining of having power again, as if you're on a world stage and you're commanding that stage and all eyes are on you, and you're given that time to speak, to tell the truth, to say what how you really feel. So in your mental state, there's just a lot of, I do see repression. Again, this internal struggle that has not been expressed to the full extent, even within your mind, even to yourself. Your mind is not able to communicate with you, with your heart, with your soul, about what it is that what has gone on, what has happened, and how can you move forward. There are no thoughts of the future that I can see. There is no thoughts of the present moment. There are only thoughts of the past and a need for a certain kind of strength for you to get past that mental blockage. Now, if we look at your intentions, this is what you want people to see and believe about you. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Some of y'all want others to see and believe that you can fulfill what you promise. That you are being honest, you're being open, you're being accountable for your actions. And some of y'all may be trying to prove that you're not going anywhere, that you are going to stay. So maybe perhaps you want other people to see and believe that you still love them, that you still care, that you're willing to make things work. You have the Hermit, Death, and the High Priestess all in reverse. So people around you are noticing that you lack direction. You lack an inner compass. You lack that control. You cannot command a certain situation or a certain relationship at the moment in January. And other people can see that you lack just a little bit of experience, a little bit of wisdom. You don't have the knowledge that it takes to perform certain actions that are necessary. And you may be unwilling to learn, or unwilling to grow, or to work on gaining that knowledge, gaining that experience. Okay, and in the situation that needs to be addressed according to your loved ones on the other side, you have the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles. So it looks like for you, Capricorn, in the month of January, this particular situation, you are almost at the point of a breakthrough in regards to your personal development. You are working on yourself. and you are making goals to better yourself, to do better, to feel better in regards to your responsibilities. And you are determined not to let things slip. You are determined not to let things slip back to how it used to be in 2024. You are determined to make things better for the year 2025. So that is why I see that you are working hard in January. And you are, because you're almost at this point of a level of achievement or stability or a breakthrough, you have within you a certain level of focus and attention and a priority for what matters most for you. Your eye is on the long term. Your eye is on your long-term success. And now you're like, okay, what do I need in order to keep this positive progression going? And this is what your loved ones have to say about that. The energy that you need to adopt or to mirror for January and for this particular situation, you have the Strength in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. Your loved ones on the other side are saying you need more confidence in your capabilities and in expressing your voice. You need to get louder. You need to be more firm. You need to set expectations and boundaries and be able to stick to what it is that you need first and foremost and what you want with other people. And do not believe that you need other people to establish a sense of security and safety and happiness. You need to believe that you are enough to establish that sense of security, stability, and happiness within you and within your life. The energy that you need less of, you have the 3 of Swords and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Notice that the Page of Pentacles is in your situation, right? This is your situation in January. Essentially, this is you. Can you see that? This is you. Now, you're at the beginning of your journey, this new journey in life. So you lack experience. You may lack some maturity. You may not know which way to go, or you may lack the necessary skills and resources, right? For January. Your loved ones are saying this, though. You have to stop any hesitancy that you may feel in regard to taking the first step on a new journey or on a new experience, because that will not allow you to heal in the way that you need to heal and move on to better things for you. The energy that you need less of is hesitancy. Move forward. Do not stand there letting your fear or any emotional instability or any pain or grief overwhelm you. And I know that's easier said than done, but that is what your loved ones on the other side just want you to know. Get up and move. That is for some of y'all. But if for some of y'all something triggers this pain that is within you, your loved ones on the other side are saying, if it triggers you, okay, there's nothing that you can do about it but feel it, move through it, and move forward. And they just want you to know, do not let it stop you. Okay, if possible, if you do face your pain in January for whatever reason, try to just keep moving forward as best as you can, because that is what's going to help maintain that progress that you have been making so far. Okay. And in the near future for this particular situation, the most likely outcome is the 8 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the 10 of Cups. It looks like for some of y'all, you will get a job offer, a business deal, just some type of opportunity to increase your financial stability or financial wealth. And you will turn it down, or it just wasn't meant for you. And in return, you now help stabilize your relationships or your family or your household for the better. Now, if you want more clarity from your loved ones on the other side, this section represents your words of advice from your loved ones. It could be about the situation. It could be about your month of January or your life in general. It may connect to you or it may not, but I do hope that it does. So advice number 1, and there's 3 points of advice. Okay, so advice number 1, you have the 4 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Emperor. So for some of y'all, if you want to take the lead, if you want to have your voice heard, if you want a certain level of power and control within a relationship or a situation or at work or school, you cannot keep this same belief that you deserve to rest, that you deserve to take a break. Because in January, there is no time for you to rest. There is no time for you to rely on the universe to carry you through into this new year, because they are not going to carry you. And they say this with love. They say this with love, and it may sound harsh, but they are not going to carry you through in January. They want you to really put in the work. Okay, for advice number 2, you have the Tower in reverse, the Ace of Wands, and the Page of Swords in reverse. For some of you, your loved ones on the other side want you to know that there exists a certain power or capability within you to where you know how to make people feel comfortable. You know how to make them feel at peace or at ease. However, you also have a power and a skill to get louder. And remember, and the energy that you need more of is that of the Lion. Your voice needs to become louder and more firmer for some of y'all. So your loved ones on the other side said, hey, we know you have the ability to make things peaceful, to make things harmonious. And you could go that route. You could prevent this tower from burning and falling, which could represent your relationship, your household, everything that you've built in your life, your career, your education, whatever it may be. They know that you're capable of preventing any sort of destruction or chaos around you. But they want you to take any opportunity that comes your way in January as a chance for you. Remember what I said, in the energy that you need more of is the Lion. They want you, your loved ones, they want you to get a little more louder. They want you to be less of a listener and more of a talker. And they want you to get just a little bit more, again, assertive. So this is the second time they're saying this. And they want you to know, if you do choose to be more assertive, it's okay if you hurt other people's feelings just in January. And this is for only certain people, not everybody. But for just certain people, it's okay for you to hurt some feelings in January. Okay, that's advice number 2. Okay, for advice number 3, you have the 7 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Pentacles. For some of y'all who have been wondering, when will you see a return on your investment? Your loved ones on the other side want you to know that soon your blessings are coming your way. This is affirmation and validation for those who had that question when they clicked on this video. That is for you. Okay, moving on to your weekly outlook. You have week 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first week of February. And week number 1, you have the 6 of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, and they're both in reverse. So it looks like the first week of January, you're gonna have this desire to focus on yourself, but you don't know how to express that just yet. So it might feel a little uncomfortable for you in week number 1, just because you're not going to have the desire to be compromising. You're not going to have the desire to be nice or to think of others first. Or for some of you, you're going to see yourself being taken advantage of by other people, and you won't know how to establish boundaries in week number 1. Now, I would like to say none of this is set in stone. You have the power to change it with this information that I give you. But I do want to point out that you have the 7 of Pentacles here and the 7 of Pentacles and the 3rd words of advice from your loved ones. Now, the second meaning to that of your second week is that you may find your luck turn around in the second week. And it may be through the Queen of Pentacles. So someone in your life will represent the Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't necessarily have to be a woman. This person just carries with them feminine energy. And they are someone who is a master of finances. So this could be someone older than you. It could be a motherly figure. It could be your partner. It could be a boss. Just someone that carries with them the energy of the Queen of Pentacles could help you out in the second week. All right. On the 3rd week of January, you have the 5 of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. So it looks like you come to a conflict resolution of some sort, either internally within yourself or externally with other people. And by doing so, you lose the opportunity to gain some type of wisdom or some type of progress in your self-transformation of, what did we say for the energy you need more of using your voice, being louder, being more assertive. So you could lose out on the opportunity by having conflict resolution in the 3rd week of January. On the other hand, this conflict resolution may come about because you choose to stop being socially isolated or withdrawn. You may start to communicate more, and you may start to communicate more with other people. And that is what brings about this conflict resolution. All right. The 4th week of January, you have the 4 of Cups and the Tower. So it looks like, okay, for some of you in the second words of advice from your loved ones, you have the Tower in reverse. And remember, your loved ones said to you that you have the power within you already to create peace, to come to an agreement or be able to compromise with other people. In the 4th week, you now accept the power within you to actually have this tower completely collapse, meaning you now accept any necessary change that needs to happen, even if it is uncomfortable, even if it's painful, even if it hurts other people. You have accepted it. That is in the 4th week of January. In the 1st week of February, you have the King of Cups. You have the King of Cups and the 7 of Wands. So I didn't show you this, but this was the clarifying card that was for your energy. You have the King of Cups in reverse. And it looks like for February, the reversal now is positive, right side up. And it looks like you are now finding yourself more emotionally stable. All right, more balanced, more aligned. You're in alignment with your heart, mind, body, and spirit by the first week of February. And you are going to find yourself protecting yourself more, defending yourself more, and you're going to protect and defend what you value most. And as far as your needs, wants, and desires. So positive self-transformation for you by the first week of February. For your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side, you have the Judgment in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Wands. Your loved ones on the other side just want to let you know that you have the strength, the courage, the resiliency, the power, the capability to move forward in a positive direction. You can get past this conflict. You can see a way out of any obstacle. In particular, the hardship that you're going through in January. And you know what's best for you. So whatever you decide, you have made the right choice for you. So do not doubt your judgment. Do not doubt your capabilities. Do not doubt your intelligence. And if you already knew, then this is just a reminder for you. And if you have gained any clarity today, please subscribe or just keep on coming back. And with that said, to all my Capricorns, take care.